Here are 12 reasons not to get the new 2021 iMac. Let's go ahead and take a look. The first reason not to get the 2021 M1 iMac is the colors. That's pretty much a selling point that Apple is making with this new iMac, but color should be the least of your worries and why to buy a computer. It doesn't affect anything about how practical the computer is. It doesn't make it faster, it doesn't make it speedier, it doesn't make it more useful. You can pick all these colors, and without these colors, it makes a big difference in how people view getting this product. It's a beautiful product, but color does not mean anything when it comes to actually using this thing. The next reason not to get the iMac 2021 is the size. Now, it's a super thin, beautiful looking product. It is super thin. It looks like a piece of art. But again, that does not make the computer more useful. It doesn't make it faster. It's not gonna make you improve your work habits. It's not gonna make you faster or more productive, especially since you're sitting at a desk or at a table, and this computer is, you're only looking at the screen. You're not gonna really care how thin this product is and how much how many times you're gonna think about it. You're never gonna be looking at the back or the side of this thing. So it's not gonna matter how this product is in size. The third reason you shouldn't get the new iMac is the weight. This one does weigh around 9 pounds, which is around 3 pounds lighter than the last gen iMac. But this is a desktop computer. You're not carrying it everywhere. Once you buy this product and you set it up on your desk, you're not gonna ever pick this computer up unless you're gonna move it to a new area. You're not constantly gonna be moving this. The difference of 3 pounds is not going to make a difference when you're using this. Honestly, you may never pick this computer up ever again unless you upgrade it again. So that doesn't affect anything on how practical this computer is. It's going to be sitting on a desk. You're not going to be carrying this like a MacBook. Reason number 4 you shouldn't get this iMac is the new magnetic cord. It's a cool little function. It's the Magsafe for a Mac, but I don't think this is ever going to be an issue. You're never going to be pulling this power cord in and out, and if it's going to be next to a wall or something, you're probably not going to trip over it. So it's not going to affect the functionality of this Mac. You're not going to think about it. If it was any type of plug, you just plug it in and you forget about it. You're probably never going to be plugging this in and out very often. Reason number 5 not to get the iMac is because of the power brick. So this is the first time you get a power brick, just like laptops. It's going to be hanging off onto the floor, the side. I don't know how far it is, how long the cord is, but this is one of the reasons that the iMac is going to be so thin, is because the power, all that thermal stuff is going to be in the power bricks. That's something that shouldn't be a reason. That's not really an upgrade. It's just another way of putting the thermal and having this power cord in the computer. So it's not a big difference. It's just aesthetics. Reason number 6 not to get the iMac is that it has removed the SD card slot. So along with this thinness, you're gonna make some sacrifices. So now if you want to add storage to this, you're gonna have to use a dongle and use up one of those 2 USB ports, the USB-C ports, the Thunderbolt ports. That's, removing something from a product that still a lot of people use. That's pretty dumb. So that's another reason not to get this iMac, removal of SD card slot. Reason number 7 is also the removal of 4 USB-A ports. That port is still being used by a lot of products today. Even if you wanted to charge up your iPhone and you have an older iPhone, maybe even the 10R or something like that, it still uses USB Type A for most phones that were already sold a while ago. Yeah, they removed 4 USB-A ports, so you're going to have to use a dongle. If you get the base model, it's going to hog up half of your ports, which is 2. So that's a big bummer. Another reason to not get the iMac is that they have removed the Ethernet port. You can't physically connect an Ethernet port to the computer itself. You either need a dongle or upgrade and pay more for the model that comes with the Ethernet built into the power brick. So that's another extra thing you have to pay for on top of the computer, which is not good. Next reason for not getting the iMac is that the storage stayed the same at 256 gigs. This is not an improvement from the last model. The base model still only includes 256 gigs of storage. There's no way around it. If you want more storage, you have to pay more. It's just like the last model. There's no difference. They didn't make it better. Next reason not to get the new iMac is that the RAM stayed the same. You get the base model, you're only gonna get 8 gigs of RAM. So that's not really new. You're just the same old thing. And it's one of the more important things in a computer is how much RAM it has. And since this computer is so thin, you can't replace the RAM on this. There's no way. Probably the most important reason not to get this iMac is because it's more expensive now. It's $300 more than the previous model. And with those $300, you could do a lot with it. You could buy accessories, you could buy iPhone, you could buy AirPods, all types of devices you could use for those $300, and you're not improving on the more important things such as storage and RAM, and you remove ports. So yeah, you removed a lot of features and you didn't improve on some, and you're jacking the price up to $300, so that's not cool. The next reason not to get the iMac 2021 is because you should rather get a MacBook, an M1 MacBook. It has pretty much the same type of ports, but it's portable. You could take it anywhere, and it does the exact same thing and the exact same features as this iMac. The last reason not to get this 2021 iMac is because you could make a better system by getting a used MacBook with the M1, pairing it with a 27-inch monitor, a Magic Trackpad, and a keyboard. You put all those things together and you get the benefits of a iMac experience plus the portability of a MacBook when you need it. And that's if you get all these products refurbished or really, really good condition, and you got a perfectly good 2021 iMac clone, but does the portability factor. So that's probably the better setup I would suggest as getting. So those were all the reasons why you should not get the iMac, or why you shouldn't be excited for the new iMac. I will give the 2 pros for the iMac. These are the only real reasons that you should get the new iMac in the 2021, and that's the M1 chip. So this is going to be it's actually going to be practical. It's going to be faster. It's going to be updated with the newest software and stuff like that. Also, the bezels on this screen, you get more screen to body ratio. So this is a 24-inch as opposed to the 21-inch on the previous model. Those are like the 2 factors that actually make a difference, but it far doesn't cover all the cons that I just listed earlier. So thanks for watching my video. See you in the next one. Peace.